Open.
Hello, this is Xixi if you're new here, and this is the second video to my first fashion vlog where I'll be finishing my assignment. Before heading to uni, I went to get my art print order done. If you don't know, I also do art and I sell art prints on my Etsy shop. I'll really appreciate it if you guys could check it out. And I don't know what I'm doing here. Look at my cute toolbox. This is a comparison of how tall and oh whoa, I am dancing. This fabric that I'm rolling out here is called calico. It is the basic fabric that we use for making toiles, aka trials and drafts for our own patterns. So before making our final garment, usually we would make a test trial on this type of fabric. Picking up from last time, I had to make some changes to my strap pattern. I just had to make some minor changes by extending and shortening certain bits so that the seam line was down the middle. Now since I added this middle strip that I changed from last time, I had to change my original pattern by making it shorter and cutting off that excess little pointy bit that you see there. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. At this stage, it was just a lot of minor changes with certain patterns I had on my last trial so that all the patterns fit perfectly. Sometimes I just feel like cutting my hair. Like I really want to cut the ends of my hair because like the end quarter is like bleached brown from when I had short hair. But anyways. Also, the first half of the vlog that you're seeing here is actually not a school day. So I had no classes or lectures. It was an open studio time where I could come in. Hello to my fashion friend. I don't know what we're doing. Oh no, I did that so that I could get you too. I feel like at this point we were both just really tired and like done with this project. Just goofing around and like trying to finish our patterns as soon as possible. It looks like a bit. Now for the main purpose of today, I actually wanted to have all my final pattern pieces cut out and sort out my sleeves. Do you want to say hi? If I remember correctly, I think I was sewing my first sleeve trial. Basically in my design here, I wanted a really nice and big poofy sleeve, and in order to achieve that, I did 2 straight seams and I had to spend a long time pulling on the thread and gathering up my poof. I was too excited here, so I tried on the sleeve. To finish off my first sleeve trial, I sewed on a cuff. And this method I'm using will actually hide the seams, so it'll be a nice clean finish. But I did a mistake here. I don't know, I was just really tired. But regardless, it was a trial. I just wanted to see how the poof looked. I was actually quite satisfied and like quite happy with this poof. This is me really excited for making a puff sleeve this nice for the first time. But there are still some errors with this one. There is a bit too much gathering at the bottom near the armpit. But regardless, I tried to sew it onto my actual top to see how it would look. Now, considering that excess fabric gathering, I had to come back to my original pattern and do some alterations. Now, this alteration I'm making here, guys, it was a mistake. So this is my puff sleeve pattern, and I wanted to shorten it so that there's less fabric at the armpit, but I shortened the wrong side. Before I go on, I just wanted to show you guys, like, that roll of fabric is so tall, it's taller than me. Well, technically, I'm also pretty short. And I think most people would be taller than the roll of fabric, but yeah. Anyway, so I did a second trial sleeve, shortening the wrong side of the pattern, and at this point I was like discussing with my friend and figuring out what was going wrong because the puff was like less poofier and I was just kind of like, what the hell am I doing wrong? Until my friend was like, dude, you did the wrong side. I had to go back to the drawing board and rework my pattern again because there is less volume. So I had to tape back the piece that I cut off from my pattern. But hey, here's a mini Mandarin dialogue that I had with my friend here.
Hello. 做完了吗？我袖子还要改。我原来把它剪短了，然后 我那个什么，现在要把它弄长，是我要把这边缩小，不是把这边缩小，所以我弄错了。
As explained by my butchered Chinese, I had to bring down the length from the shoulder line and not the bottom in order to keep the circumference, aka the volume of the sleeve. And hopefully this is the final sleeve pattern I'll have to fix. But this was the end for Friday, and this is where I left off. A massive droopy sleeve. But that means I only have Monday left to sew my final sleeve. I don't even know if my final pattern is gonna work. And also finish sewing my actual final. These pods that I'm munching on, apparently they're discontinuing it and I've never had them before. So I thought, why not? I'll try some myself and they're not too bad. And this marks Friday's progress and I am done for the day and it is home time.
Let's see the bus. Oh, dope. Oh. This is one day before I have to go back to uni tomorrow. Tomorrow is our last studio session to work on my bodice assignment. I have 6 hours to completely finish my top, have it ironed and everything nicely. But I still haven't completely finalized my puff sleeve. I did the fix up that you saw, but I haven't actually sewn it on fabric, like I've got the pattern. So I need to do that quickly. Surely I can do it. I believe in myself. But like, basically in my last video I was like talking about like this whole like self-improvement thingy. After that Monday when I was like, I'm going to start this week off fresh and like actually try and get my shit together. If I like cry or get sad anyways, I'll just like let it be. I was okay, only cried a couple times. Improvement. Anyways, I started meditating every morning after that, and I tried to every night as well. So I like did this 10-minute guided meditation and it's actually been pretty good. Like, I actually recommend it. Like, I feel so proud of myself for meditating every morning. Like, you know how I wake up at around 10 to 6 and I would spend 10 minutes doing the meditation, and then I get up and then it's become a productive morning. Besides the weekend, yesterday was my break day where I did a lot of art. This is this artwork. Oh! I dropped my peach! Oh. I'm going to try. Nope. You will spend at least 2 hours doing your other work because I have fabric sketching and research work for my essay. Yes, we still have lectures and essay writing in fashion. I'm like comparing and contrasting similarities and differences between Queen Elizabeth and Valentino and the two designers. I have to write a whole essay about that. That's not due until the end of the month, which is in a couple weeks. I have to stop. Anyways, cut to tomorrow when I'm back at uni and watch me panic.
And of course my bobbin thread had to run out on the most important sewing day. And I thought I'd show you how it looks rewinding my bobbin on an industrial sewing machine. But then I broke my nail. I broke my nail because I was too weak to pull out the bobbin. But before sewing my actual final garment for submission, I had to finish my sleeve. Because I haven't even tried if my final sleeve pattern could work. But thankfully, my final sleeve pattern did work and I was so happy about it and I could just use it for my final garment. But oh my god, throughout the whole day of sewing, I was just playing of will she match the seam? Now that the sleeve is done, it's time to work on my final. These were the pieces I thankfully cut beforehand on a Friday. And first up was sewing the bust. Now let's play a game of will she match the seam? I had to be really careful at this stage and make sure I pin everything in place. And hopefully matching all the seam lines. And results are in, I did not match the seam. I don't get it sometimes, like I pin it in place, but somehow when I sew, it just shifts. So I had to redo it again. Thankfully, for the second time, it actually matched. Like that crisscross over there, it's just so satisfying, like everything matching. Now moving on, I started sewing the under bust area, which are two rectangular shape patterns shown here. And I ironed the seams open so it's nice and neat and easy to work with when sewing it together. Now as you can see here, I kind of failed to match the seams, I think, because I remember I had to unpick this area. And it's another game of will she match this seam? I did so much pinning that day and just making sure everything lined up. It's quite tedious, but it's worth a look. And nope, she did not match it the first time round. But that is okay, she has all day, kind of, to do it all over again. But instead of unpicking the entire seam, I decided to just unpick that middle section and re-sew it somehow. I don't know how, it somehow worked. At least I had the seams matched up and that's all that matters. And before going off to lunch, I decided to sew in the middle strip. And this is the final product. I still need to take it home and finish the back closure, but this is the top, guys. I am done.
Oh, Beck, someone came.
Stop button located near the passenger doors. Your AT hop card or ticket may.
So Monday was my last sewing day, and then I spent Tuesday finishing my portfolio and the lace-up closure in the back. And Wednesday was hand-in date. Thank you to everyone for watching and joining along this journey. Right after this assignment, we were actually thrown in to start the next one straight away. I hope you guys like the final top and my vlogging process. And this is it, guys. I am done.
But this is a sketch of the top that I'm making, and this is the final. I hope I have a picture. If I do not, I don't know what that would be. Okay, go do your work, Xixi.